In this video, I'm going to be going over the syllabus and the other software we'll be using in the course. So a lot of things are housed in Canvas, but sometimes you get linked out to other web pages because it works better with the math and it's easier for us to communicate. So the first thing I want to go over is the Piazza message board. So this is a synchronized and asynchronous course, so I really want you to be able to ask questions at any time of the day, and the best way I've found to do that is a Piazza message board. So one of your first assignments is to introduce yourself on a Piazza message board, and that way it's just kind of easier for me to connect with the students in the asynchronous course. So the synchronized course, I'll see you during our synchronized meetings on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But if you're in the asynchronous course, I don't get that opportunity. So it helps me connect with you a little bit. I've already done my introduction, and you can see I posted a little picture of my family there. I have a 10-year-old daughter and a 4-year-old son and a 10-year-old pug. And recently we just got a 1-year-old pug. So I need to update that picture to include her. But you can kind of read through this, post something. You'll find under modules. The very first module is the Piazza introduction post, and you can find that, and it will ask you to post a picture, an avatar, your career goals or your major, things at least one thing you enjoy about math. Sometimes I understand that can be a little hard and you have to dig a little deep, but I kind of appreciate reading those. So the Piazza message board also makes it really easy for you to take a screenshot of something, since we'll be using an online homework system in our My Math Lab. If you have any questions on how to upload things, or if you have any technology questions or content questions, this is a really good forum for me. That way I don't have to answer 90 different questions over something. Or if my math lab's down or something's acting funny, or you can always post a question, and then if I get 10 students who are saying, hey, this is not working for me, I can go in there and answer them all. So this is a nice feature there. So I prefer you to use the Piazza message board if you have a question like that. Now, if you have a personal question, if you need an extension, or you're having a grade question or something like that, you can send me an email directly. I have virtual office hours Monday and Tuesday from 12 to 1. Or by appointment. I'm always or by appointment. I've met students at 10 o'clock at night before, so I'm available pretty much any time of the day that you need help. We'll also have some other opportunities throughout the semester with tutors and a wide variety of other stuff, but that hopefully the course is built in a way that you have everything you need when you need it. Catalog information, this stuff is what the university requires me to put in here. There's a synchronized section and an asynchronous section. Course information. You're required to purchase access to My Math Lab, and the auto access is to make it a little cheaper for you. If you do the auto access code, which you should have got an email for, if you didn't get an email, you can find that auto access code under modules again. I'll go kind of through this. This is the auto access code for this semester, this summer 2020 semester. If you click on that, it will take you to the page that explains that's from the syllabus. So for the summer semester, you have until June 17th to opt out of your student account being charged for that. And you should get emails about that. I try to not make these videos so long because I know they can be kind of painful to watch. So I try to put the information in a variety of different places. The grade breakdown, you can find here the percentage breakdown for homework, quizzes, midterms, and the final listed here. The student learning outcomes, you can read those. The policies for the course, so you're going to have homework, quizzes, exams, and finals all within the My Math Lab system, and then we'll be doing some written work that you'll upload to GradeScope, and I'll do a video about that later on. This is an 8-week course, so it goes by pretty quick, and this is kind of the midterm schedule. Midterms for 8 weeks, since we have 4 exams, it gets going. But hopefully you can find this course a way to work it in your schedule. College of Arts and Science policies are there, and the resource statement is there. You can also find them within Canvas. So the next thing I want to go over is the actual My Math Lab and Mastering, is which way you're going to get the majority of the content delivery. So if I'm going to go ahead and go and open a new page here, and it's going to take me to My Math Lab. The first time you do this, you're going to have to use that auto access code to get access, or do a trial access. You have free trial access for 14 days. So you can use that if you decide to kind of test the waters before you fully commit. So this is the My Math Lab course, and you can find a link to your homework, quizzes, you have the study plan, you have your grade book, you have the e-textbook, you have chapter content. I've tried to integrate some of this also into the homework. The first thing you'll do is the My Math Lab orientation, and that just teaches you how to enter things. If it wants it a fraction or a decimal or rounding or a graph, putting a point on a graph or graphing a line or things like that. So it kind of takes you through how the system works. When you go into a homework system, you can see the policies at the very beginning. A lot of times you'll say 50 tries per question. This is really for you to get in there and practice. The homework type questions will be on your quizzes, which will be on your exam. So if you're finding yourself just trying to copy and paste the homework, you really want to make sure you understand the objective of that problem, so that if you were given that problem again with different numbers, you could do it and feel comfortable with it. And then I also connect to all the different kind of objectives, and there's these quick little videos that go over each objective, like the power rule, the quotient rule, the how to simplify expressions, how to use them. You have to at least click on them and open them, and you get this little check mark before you can go and open the homework and try it. So this is just kind of opening up this little e-player. And if you have any problems with your browser, there is a browser checker, and this is just happens under the module within Canvas. There's a browser checker for My Math Lab. This is just good to check, make sure you have everything updated. So once you open the window for the video to load, you will be able to play the video.
Hey there, I'm Melissa.
And Melissa is going to go over this from the book. And some things just to kind of, you can go double speed. So these are also trying to chunk up, 5 minutes here and there. So it's like, okay, you want to go through.
I want to help you use the product rule.
Let's take a look at the product rule. Let's go over this. Okay, this is how the product rule works. So she goes through it, and these is from the book and the book publisher. So sometimes you can find yourself, okay, I'm getting this. I'm going to go, okay, now I'm going to go. And once I get to the question, I can go through the questions. And if I have problems with the questions, sometimes within the question, you can link back to this video, and I'll show you an example of that. So the first question here, now that I've gone through all the videos, the first question I can see in the homework overview is question 1 through 28 questions here. At this point, if I wanted to say, hey, there's something about in the video, you can always go to the assigned media for that and say, how did I do that product rule or that quotient rule, and rewatch that video. And then some of these are going to be drop down, some are going to be fill in the blank, things like that. This one you're going to have to, type that out with randomly generated numbers. So within the homework, if you go to the question help, sometimes you'll say, see an example or a video or link to the textbook. So then you can always kind of link it to, how do I exactly do that? And it's going to link you to finding the power of a product. And then you can play that.
Raise to the power.
And that's going to go. Oh,
let's try an example.
Here's an example.
Use of this rule. Simplify. Negative 4x all cubed.
And then you can go through
Here
that.
we have a product raised to a power.
And these are,
and to a power. So we want to raise each.
Been designed to help you guide you through this. Now you will not have this help me solve it, view an example or video on in a quiz or an exam, which is the majority of your overall grade. So the homework really is for you to get in there and try it. Another thing, on the homework is 50 different chances per question. So you really should have the ability to get all your homework percentage. And then if you do that and you really understand them going into the quiz, you're going to be prepared and getting good percentage on your quiz. Your exam questions are going to come from your quizzes in your homework. So I really try to guide you through understanding the objectives of every section so that you can do well in each exam in the course. So majority of your content is going to be in my math lab. There will be some things to do with written homework within Canvas, just because writing it out is really important, especially going into calculus. Being able to show your work is important. So one thing I also recommend is you take a notebook and write these out. Write the formulas, practice the problems. If you get it wrong, retry it with the different numbers, and really be cautious for the way you're writing. You're building your base of your pyramid so you're successful in your future math courses. Pre-calculus algebra is designed to prepare you for calculus. If you're not planning to take calculus, sometimes it's like, what's the point in doing this? And there's other pathways you can take if you're not planning to take calculus. Pre-calculus algebra is really gearing you up to be a STEM major and really laying that foundation for upper level math courses. So I'm going to stop this video at this point because it's already way too long, and I tend to do that in my videos. But I really want to just let you know that I hope these next 8 weeks are great for you and you have a great experience in online learning. I understand it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I hope that if you're willing to meet me halfway, I'm willing to do whatever needed as an instructor to give you the tools and resources and opportunities you need to be successful in this course. So I hope you take advantage of that, and I hope you reach out to me if you're struggling or you have any questions. And I look forward to working with all my synchronized students and asynchronous students as well. If you need anything, I'm here for the next weeks, and I'm going to do my best to support you guys in pre-calculus algebra.